Hello, my name is Rourke Stark, and I wanted to share with you today the benefits of dual language immersion and early language acquisition. Now, just to introduce myself, like I said, my name is Rourke Stark. I love the Spanish language. I speak it fluently, and I've found opportunities to use it in so many different facets of my life, whether that be my career, my education, and my personal life. Now, I wanted to share with you the ACTFL stance on early language learning. The ACTFL is the American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages, and they state that since research shows that an early language learning experience generally results in the development of native or near native pronunciation and intonation, ACTFL recommends that students be provided the opportunity to learn a second language as early as possible in school. This early language learning experience not only helps to develop native-like pronunciation, but also promotes higher levels of proficiency if the student continues in a well-articulated sequence of language learning. Research corroborates additional benefits, including strengthening of literacy in students' first language, raising standardized test scores in other subject areas, and developing comfort with cultural differences. These benefits accrue with instruction that is continuous throughout the school year, connected grade to grade, and more frequent than twice per week, adding up to at least 90 minutes per week at both the elementary and middle school levels. Now, according to the ACTFL, there are many benefits of language learning. First would be rewards. By learning a language, the learners are rewarded with a resume differentiator, the ability to communicate and collaborate in another language across cultures and time zones. It provides access to information and collaboration in any field, including science, technology, engineering, mathematics, business, and healthcare. It develops critical literacies by practicing skills to understand, exchange opinions, and present ideas, develops flexible and adaptable thinking, plus an ability to function in new and unfamiliar situations, and prepares learners to think and interact in a global community. So, overall, language learning gives so many benefits in the ability to communicate with others, to participate in different types of opinions that might not be accessible in our culture, and it allows us to adapt easily in unfamiliar situations. Skills that can be learned from language development can be the ability to participate in face-to-face interactions via technology, internships, and volunteer opportunities in the community, apply competence in a new language to their career and personal goals, broadening their thinking beyond self-serving goals, and become more adept in understanding diverse cultural perspectives and their own identity. Overall, being able to speak another language opens up a new world of opportunity for these students. And it's something that I have been able to witness for myself as well. Now, dual language immersion programs. Dual language immersion refers to a formal school approach where students learn core subjects. At least 50% of the instruction is delivered in the partner language, while the remaining portion is taught in the majority language. For example, half of the day might be taught in English and the other half in Spanish or Mandarin or French. DLI programs aim to develop students' bilingualism, biliteracy, and biculturalism. Now, to share a little bit of my own story, I was able to serve a 2-year mission for my church in the country Colombia in South America. During that process, I was put in a full immersion background and a full immersion experience where I was around people who didn't speak any English. By doing that, it forced me to have to learn quickly how to communicate with those around me. And by doing so, I was able to rapidly learn Spanish. And by 6 months of living in Colombia, I felt comfortable communicating with others. I've had opportunities to use that experience while I was there in order to survive and to live and to share experiences with others. And I got to use it also in career in the future. Right here, you can see I'm in a photo where I got an opportunity to work in an immigration law office. that I was able to communicate with clients and be able to help them gain residency and nationalization in the United States. I was able to use it in hospital environments where I could communicate with my patients and also help translate for doctors and nurses so that the children wouldn't have to translate for them. I was able to also use my Spanish when participating in community or church activities, when there would be youth or other people who speak the Spanish language and aren't quite comfortable speaking English yet. I was able to bridge that gap and help them feel comfortable. And I was also able to use it when working in a special education facility with students who might not speak English, who are struggling with their ability to fully comprehend or understand or work with particular situations. Overall, the opportunity to speak Spanish has influenced my life in so many ways, and it helps me move towards my goal of becoming a Spanish educator. In middle school, I failed Spanish, but after this opportunity of living in Colombia, I see myself as one of those who will be able to educate those who most need it and be able to help those students who were like me that struggled. Now, goals and language barriers. As a future teacher for secondary education in Spanish, these research findings reinforce the effectiveness of dual language immersion programs. By implementing the DLI strategies in language teaching, I can foster rapid language acquisition and fluency, offering students a rich and immersive language learning experience. Addressing language barriers, the research emphasizes the significance of helping students who encounter language barriers, particularly in the context of growing Latin American communities in the state of Utah where I live. By incorporating culturally responsive and inclusive teaching practices, language teachers can empower students to embrace their heritage language and cultural identity. By including dual language immersion into teaching strategies across the United States, not just in Utah, we're able to develop that cultural connectedness. We're able to also build a linguistic competency amongst students, which overall helps them throughout all the core subjects that they're learning and makes them better students altogether. And it makes a better world as well. Now, thank you. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me through any of the message boxes through class. But here are some of the references that I sourced, and I appreciate your time. Have a great day.